so excited to see you all. I was just getting ready because I got so excited. I thought I'd dress up and do my hair and then get all sparkly and glittery. I like to dress up for special occasions. Do you? What do you like to wear? Talking about special occasions, is there anything that you want to share with us? Have you celebrated a birthday recently? Or maybe have you drawn an amazing picture, done some fantastic art, built some amazing Lego, new high scores at games? I'd love to hear about it. How do you normally keep in touch with your friends? I like to Zoom. But you could also phone or write letters. Writing letters is really cool. Drawing cards or pictures, we like to do that also. I also like to get together on video chats like this. I think it's really awesome to be able to see each other. And if you want to take pictures of yourself, you're welcome to send them through your parents and get them to share it with us on WhatsApp. We'd love to keep in touch with you. Now, are you ready? I think I'm ready. I'm dressed for the occasion, but I think I'm going to get ready to worship. Have you stretched? Have you rolled your shoulders, flicked your fingers, stretched your necks?
Water, I won't go under, I won't drown. When I'm in over my head, I know that you won't let me down. When I'm broken and down to nothing, I know that you are always up to something good. I know that you are always up to something good. You'll make a way, whatever it takes. There's nothing your love won't endure. I know that you are always up to something good. Even through the deepest valley, you go before me, you are here. For I know you'll never leave me. Your love surrounds me, I won't fear. When I'm broken and down to nothing, I know that you are always up to something good. I know that you are always up to something good. You'll make a way, whatever it takes. There's nothing your love won't endure. I know that you are always up to something good. Through the darkest night, you are on my side. You are always faithful. Through my fear and doubt, you will lead me out. You are always able. Through the darkest night, you are on my side. You are always faithful.
his name. Watch the darkness slip away. Put your power on display. Say goodbye to fear and shame.
We won't stop coming after you. We won't move until you move. Come and do what only you can do. Come and do what only you can do. We won't stop coming after you. We won't move until you move. Come and do what only you can do. Come and do what only you can do.
Move right now. We want you. We want you right now. Send revival to this place. Signs and wonders in his name.
We won't stop coming after you. We won't move until you move. Come and do what only you can do. Come and do what only you can do. We won't stop coming after you. We won't move until you move. Come and do what only you can do. Come and do what only you can do.
Move right now. We want you. We want you right now. More of your power in us. Pour out your spirit on us. We're desperate for your presence. We want more. More of your power in us. Pour out your spirit on us. We're desperate for your presence. We want more. Move right now. We want you. We want you right now. We want you right now.
Phew. Well, I enjoyed that worship session. How about you? Did you dance? I hope so. So today we're going to be talking about another reword. I don't know if you recall or remember, get it? We've done a few rewords in the last couple of weeks, and today's word is also a reword. It means to see each other again or to meet up with each other again. Do you have a clue of what it could mean? What the word could be? Reunite. Yes, that's right. So Louise is going to be doing the story today. She's going to be sharing the story about all the promises about reuniting with Jesus from Revelations 21 and 22. And we're very excited for you to see that. So I'm going to hand over to her. Enjoy the story.
Oh, hi there guys, didn't see you there. So, you just caught me writing the last letter of the word Revelation. So Revelation is the last book of the Bible. It is right at the end. And it's important to note that it's not Revelations with an S, but Revelation. Okay, before we start the story, I need to tell you, first of all, what happens right at the beginning. And what is the beginning, guys? The beginning is Genesis, right? So Genesis, the first book of the Bible. I don't know if you've ever read the book of the Bible, but if you read it from start to finish, it tells a beautiful story about God and about his people and about what he did for the world to save the world, because in Genesis, something went wrong. Okay, so first book of the Bible, guys, Genesis. And what happens in Genesis, guys? We've got two human beings the first human beings ever created, Adam and Eve. And listen guys, when God created the world, He created it beautiful. He made trees, He made rivers, He made mountains, He made the ocean. He made this beautiful place for us to stay. And He said to Adam and Eve, do what you want guys. Eat what you want. Listen, this place is good. And God says He made all the stuff for them to enjoy. So all the good stuff. But God also said, listen, there is one tree that you may not eat from. And this is called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Over there. And God says to them, don't eat from that tree, because the day you eat from this tree, you will die. And what does Adam and Eve do? They've got all this stuff. They've got this beautiful earth, this beautiful garden, and they eat from the one tree. That one thing that God said you can't do. That's what they do. They're disobedient and they don't listen to God. And what happens? Sin comes into the world. So this is the word sin. And sin brought in with it a whole bunch of things that wasn't supposed to be in this world. And it's called corruption. So the word for things that are going from a really good place to a really bad place is called corruption. So if you want a little example, say if you take an apple and the apple is starting to rot and it's not good anymore to eat, it's the same thing as corruption. Corrupt. So God's goodwill that He intended for us to enjoy, that had only good things in it, brought in bad things. And those bad things were things like, first of all, the big one that wasn't supposed to be here. Death. Really guys, if we're losing something or someone, or maybe your animal goes to heaven, it's because of corruption and it's because of death. And death wasn't supposed to be here. Things like sadness. You feel sad when something bad happens, when someone gets sick, or someone gets angry, or when someone doesn't feel well. So all these things weren't supposed to be in God's goodwill. Anger, sadness, sickness, death, all because they didn't listen. They ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And God said don't, and they were disobedient. And because of that, something called the fall of man happened, and sin entered, and from that time, we are not the people that we're supposed to be. But there's good news, guys. What did God do so that we wouldn't have to live in our sin? God did something for us, guys, and He made stuff right. So God said, tell me, I know you know what it is. God sent Jesus. And Jesus died on a cross for us to redeem us. And the word redemption sure, that's a long word, guys. Redemption means that God has made us new. So He's taken away our sin. He has made us new people, and now we live for Jesus. We know that we're not supposed to be part of this world, guys, because we're not going to stay in this world forever. We are moving through the world. So we are moving from the time we are born, and we grow up, and when we die, we go to Jesus, and we are redeemed because of Him. Okay, so back to the story, guys. Now we can start the story of Revelation, because we've got some background knowledge about what is happening in Revelation. Okay, so the story starts off with an island, and it's called the island Patmos. Okay, and John has been exiled. Okay, so he was one of Jesus' disciples, and he told everyone about Jesus, but not everyone liked this. So what they did is they sent him away so he couldn't tell everyone about Jesus anymore. So this is John, and John is on the island Patmos. But while he's there, he gets a revelation. There's that word. So it's a vision, and Jesus gives him understanding about what's going to happen in the end times. Okay, so Jesus is saying to John, write down everything that I'm going to show you and tell you. So that is why John is sitting with a pencil and he's writing down. So first of all, Jesus has a message to the 7 churches. So remember, when John and the disciples went out to tell everyone about Jesus, there was churches that was born. Little churches came up everywhere, and those churches became big churches, and that is why we have churches today, because of people like John. Okay, so Jesus is telling John about what's going to happen in the end times. He's giving him visions. There's this big beasts and stuff that come out of the ocean, but this is all symbolic for things that's happening in the world, guys. So what's happening is there's this epic battle. So there's battle between good and evil, and God is showing us in the book of Revelation that good is going to win, guys. Doesn't good always win? That is what is going on. God is going to save this world from all the bad stuff, from the sadness, the anger, the death, things that are just not nice in this world. God is going to come and make right. So God says He is going to bring heaven and earth together. So heaven is going to be gold and sparkly and beautiful, and everything that's good is going to be there. We are going to be with Jesus, and there's going to be no more sickness, no more sadness, no more anger, no more death. So no more tears, guys. God is going to wipe all the tears. He's going to make us happy again. So this is what Jesus is telling John. Jesus is saying to John, listen, John, tell the churches they need to hold on. They need to keep being good, and they need to keep listening to my word, because I'm coming and I'm going to make everything new. So guys, even with Corona, even with COVID, things like this is bound to happen because we're living in a world that is corrupt. But Jesus is coming and He's going to make everything new. And because of that, we are holding on to Jesus, and we are moving from this world all the way through to Jesus. And that is what the book of Revelation is all about. See you next time, guys.
Louise, thank you so much for sharing the story about Jesus and us being reunited from Revelation 21 and 22. I loved hearing about Jesus saying that He's going to be coming soon, and I can't wait to be reunited with Jesus. All the promises, it sounds like such an amazing place to be. But in the meantime, while we're here on earth and we're waiting for our reuniting, what can we do to reunite with the people around us, to connect with them? And I'd like to invite you guys to take up a letter. I've got a letter. I've got a lovely envelope. It's made of beautiful paper, and I want to write a note in there, and maybe draw a picture. But take an envelope and take a picture, get your parents to put the address on, and send it to somebody that you love, because it's so nice to see something from somebody and to receive. Wouldn't you like to receive a letter in the mail from someone that you love? How exciting is that? Might be even more exciting than a WhatsApp, but that's up to you. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope God blesses you going forward, and He blesses your families. And I hope that you get to connect with the people around you that you love and that you miss, and that you enjoy their time and their company as soon as you are reunited. Guys, have a great week. God bless.